Good morning guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Abby and in today's video I'm going to give you some planty updates. So I have a small pocket to film a video. I wasn't planning on doing so, but I feel like I've done more than I expected to do at this point of the day. So I'm going to do some planty care and some planty updates. Some of which I only discovered yesterday, so they're super exciting, and I will show you through what I think is really cool in my collection at the moment. So the last few videos you would have seen are me propagating my Monstera. That was not too long ago, that was less than a week ago, because sometimes I film videos in advance, but that was very recent. And I have also changed things around in this room, as you can tell. So I really like the way it is now. It feels a lot less cluttered, and I'll show you why, and I do have some really exciting new leaves. So I have had a change around. I don't know if you're straight. I think you're straighter. I've had a change around. If you remember before, I had my varicose in here. I had loads of propagation, so like only little vessels, but they take up space. I had Melalochrysum here and a few other things as well. So this was basically a unit for plants, and that was always the idea when we moved in. But this room, my office plant room, is also our living room, our temporary living room. So there was no space for my husband to put his coffee down, put his like breakfast bowl, anything. Like there was no surface space in here because of all my plants. So I moved this away. I cleared this out, and I don't know if you'll see now, got space for a coffee cup and even a cafetiere. But I've got my big Monstera here, but I'll spin you around and show you how amazing it is. I think it looks beautiful. And also on this other side over here, oh dear. Over here, I had my massive not Monstera, my massive Hoya macrophylla, which sat there. And I noticed that spot was a really, really good spot. So it got morning sun around this time of day, you know, when it wasn't pouring down with rain. I still think you're wonky. I need another one of these stands. But got really, really good light. And I've put this Monstera here because I want this to get good light. It's kind of self-explanatory. So I'll show you what I've swapped around, and I'll show you some exciting updates as well. So here's a better overview of the Monstera. So you may think, oh my God, that's huge. Well, there's actually two there. So, and there's also enough beneficial mites there. I ordered loads. These are for thrips, and I haven't seen thrips since I panic ordered them, because I treated it with Provonto, and then weeks later I got these. But yes, I think that's gone, but I think I would have preferred to have more spider mites, predatory mites, than thrips. But hey ho, we can always order more. But yeah, this is beautiful. The second one sits here. You can see it's on the shelf here. I think it's okay there. I'm waiting for, like, this is the newest leaf. It's amazing. It's starting to harden off. And actually, this rip here is nothing to do with me. I honestly didn't touch it. This, if you put that like part where it should be together, it's too tight. It seems like it's ripped itself. But now that leaf is deciding it wants to live there. But I'm waiting for this leaf to turn towards the sun. These have obviously come from a window at the back of the house where the light was from the opposite direction. So it wasn't problematic for this because that was at the edge of the window, if that makes sense. But this was turning around to try get the light. So this will eventually turn back around and it would look amazing. But I love it. Yeah, I'm just keeping on top of damage and stuff. I'm trying to find where I was talking. So yeah, I found, I don't know if that's new, that kind of yellow bit. But I have seen some mites on here, and I think they're beneficial. And I've ordered a jeweler's loop, which is basically a magnifying glass. Before, someone told me you can get one on your phone. But yeah, I've ordered a magnifying glass. That's a new leaf there. So I've been checking them, and if they are spider mites, there's hardly any. Just like on the rest of my collection. But yeah, if I do have spider mites on that plant and they're not beneficial mites, it's so hard to see, like so hard. I can tell the beneficial predatory mites are orange, but when they're microscopic, it's absolutely impossible to confirm. I think that I thought at first they were spider mites because they had a little black dot on it, but I couldn't be sure. So hence why I've ordered like a magnifying glass. But if they are on there, it's so small, I'll be able to keep on top of it. I've got some like soap here from Ladybug Plant Care as well, which I'll use in a couple of weeks, given the lifespan of the bugs to, you know, die off and I'm not killing them. But the next exciting thing is this. Also, I want to make a note that I have had lots of feedback about the sound. When I put music in, it's too high, so I'm gonna pay real close attention to making sure it's not too high, but also apparently I could benefit from a microphone, and I just need to have the time, like now probably, to research and make sure I'm ordering the right one. So I will be getting a microphone, so thank you for everyone's patience and feedback. It's really helpful. But I will get one, and when I have one you'll know, because my volumes will be better. But this is the other exciting announcement. So as we all know, I struggled with this. It was about to go into the bin. It grew a root, and now that root is growing roots. It's kind of like little fingers. But it only goes up to the water into here. So all of that is just roots are being drawn to the water by the humidity, but I'm pretty happy with that. You can see how close I was to the cut. You see, that's where the leaf starts, and the rot went all the way up, but it seems to be doing well. I don't know how well, because it still looks a little bit tragic, but I mean, if you compare it to this, yeah, it doesn't look the greatest, but I'm very happy with this. This is really good news, guys. This is exactly what I wanted. So this is the other plant I'll show you up close, the other Monstera. It's got another leaf as well. Let's take this off. Oh, I won't. I think I twisted it into the fenestration. That's a really beautiful leaf. It's very pretty. I love it, and it's hardening off nicely. When I bought this plant, so I bought it because that one was the last leaf, and that was a softer green, meaning it was a newer leaf. And then they took about a month to get to me because of Brexit, but then this one was new when it arrived, and now this one's come through. So this is a hell of a lot bigger than when I bought it already. And for reference, these are a 19 size pot. People keep asking me, this is size 19. They all are size 19. Two of them are huge. One of them is smaller because the internode space is a lot smaller. But yeah, they are all size 19, and they're from a mixed batch, so I can't tell you if they're optimal, highly variated, I don't know, but I just went through the pictures and I really like the marbling and the kind of semi-sectoral vibes of it. So the other update is just about the Monsteras that I propagated, so I'll just grab them. Right, here they are. So this is my variegated Monstera plant, all in one vase. I change the water out every day or every day and a half. The roots are coming through really nicely. I'm very comfortable with water propagating. But what I want to do is, you see all those like what we call sheets, those like things where the leaves come out of, I forget the technical name of them. I want to take those off because I feel like whenever you leave them in there, there's a bit more risk that they could, you know, rot and then kind of like just start the whole rot process off for all the other plants. But yeah, they're okay. This is the plant that I saw the odd spider mite on. I've honestly not seen much since, and yeah, again, if it is, they're just here and there. I did scrub them down with water when I was treating them before the predatory mites came, water and soap, you know, to clean the leaves, but they have become really dusty again. But I just think that is life. That's just, everything is dusty in life. So yeah, it's really good to keep on top of them where you can, but when you have a baby and a full-time job and a full house renovation, dusting leaves is the least of your priority. But yeah, that's why I really like using these shower when I water my plants, because I give them we've got a really good, powerful shower head. So I just give them a good duster off in there. Another exciting update is my Hoya Morillii, I forgot the name then, is getting new leaves, and also it's kind of pushing out a new growth point here at the side. But yeah, this is a plant I've had for some time. It used to be fully red, so all of the leaves used to look like this when it was under the grow light, and it's no longer under a grow light, obviously. It's in the window, and I'm fine with the way it looks. So this is where, I should whisper, this is where I've put my beautiful Verrucosa. It looks kind of cute there, doesn't it? Let me take a stand back. See, it's really cute. And then this is where I've put my Hoya Macrophylla, which needs desperate water, because I can tell that's looking a little bit thirsty, but it's growing so much, like so much. And it's giving me loads of peduncles. Like, the humidity in this house is high naturally because it's an old house and it's not been very looked after before. So this is what I want to show you. This is my problem plant. This is the Philodendron Mamai that I bought, half price. It was still very expensive, £110. I bought it home and it had thrips and spider mites. And this is the plant that's giving me nothing but aggravation, and it looks awful. And it's just in the corner in our future main bedroom. Just, I've left it there to die basically, because I don't have the heart to throw it out. But it's given me this new leaf, which was pathetic. That is a bit bad. And then it's just given me this leaf, which is, I only noticed it literally yesterday when it was like pointing up and I helped it unfurl. But that's coming so quickly. That took like nearly a year to grow. So yeah, it's cool. I just wish that it wasn't attached to this main plant so I could deal with it separately. But yeah, it looks okay. I think because I didn't know it was there, you see this hand side where my little finger is, that looks normal. It's kind of going a bit cloudy, like, you know, silver-esque. But this side is really pale, like it's been furled, like rolled up and furled for too long. It doesn't look like it should be like that. I'm not sure. It looks a bit anemic. So I'm not sure what's going on with this, but I'm just happy that it grew itself. But yeah, I haven't seen any problems since, so I don't know. I don't think it really matters because this plant is so bad. Like, I just want to clean it, and it just looks that yellow. It's just the way it is, unfortunately. The back is so much worse, but yeah, it's a weird plant. I don't like it. I'd be happy for someone to take this off my hands. And I resolved the spider mite issue ages ago, but it's just bringing bad vibes to me. And yeah, it's quite a large plant as well. I don't know where to put it, you see? So the final update is continuing in our junk room. I have had this plant for years and it's giving me a very fun new leaf, and I'm so excited. I've honestly had this for so long. I think this was the £6 plant I got from the market because it was so bad. Actually, I think I grew this one, but that was years ago. I'm thinking like 2 years ago that grew. And I think I've had this for nearly 3 years approximately. I could be well off with my timings, but yeah, that is very exciting. So exciting. So yeah, I think the reason for that is because I put it in that front room, which I put it right next to the window. And the reason I put it there is because I have nowhere else for it to go. It was in my bedroom next to my side of the bed. And as I've mentioned before, my bedroom has limited light because we close the windows, the curtains a lot because Mr. Magnus sleeps a lot. He's a baby. And I've got not three variegated, I technically do. I've got 3 normal Monstera in here, and there was just no space for that other one because it's like, that was the one that was growing like really like wide. And I'm really surprised. That was my least favourite, but I knew it would really benefit from being right next to the window, and it has done. I do need to water this one, and I need to water the two in the corner because they look very thirsty. And they're an absolute pain to get out, so I tend to now water them when they're in situ, which I'll do that now to stay accountable and so I don't kill them. You can see how thirsty it looks. Those leaves are starting to get lower. And over here, that's just an absolute mess. Just so dusty. But just a reminder, if you're new to my channel, that was like that. That has always been a bit bad. This plant basically has 3 leaves and it's never been in a good condition. They've always been super droopy. I just thought I'd buy it just in case something happened. Oh! No. Are you kidding me? No, it's got stuck. No. I am not kidding. I've had this for so long as well. That is amazing. I'm so excited. I hope it's not damaged. That's what happened to the one I've cut off already. It got caught and then it never unfurled and it went yellow. That is so exciting. See, worth paying for that. I think that was like a £5. But yeah, I think I can't dust these yet because they've got beneficial mites on them. But you can tell downstairs, right below us, is the room where my husband's renovating at the moment. But yeah, it's a bit dusty, which is a little bit embarrassing.